Hey there, EVS Notary here with a quick reminder when booking notary appointments. There are a couple things that you need to have prepared prior to the notary appointment. One is the documentation. As a notary, we cannot provide clients with the document to complete. So typically what you want to do is make sure you have those documents ready, filled in, and ready to go for the appointment. Now, there are some clients that don't have access to a printer, and of course I have printers here. I'm a loan signing agent, so we're printing loan documents all the time. So I have a LaserJet and a color printer. So I typically say, hey, I can print those documents that you have completed if you send them to me via email for a print fee. So that's one way to do that, but you want to make sure that those documents are filled in already. Two is, the most important thing as a notary is you want to make sure that you bring your current and valid ID that's unexpired, at least for the state of Missouri. You want to make sure you have those on hand, and any signer that is going to be participating or signing documents in this notary appointment needs to have an ID. For the state of Missouri, it has to be a picture ID with a description, etc. So we cannot accept credit cards, social security numbers, utility bills. That is not how we confirm identity. So typically a driver's license, a U.S. passport, things of that nature is what we can accept in Missouri. So you want to have those handy so that we can validate and confirm who you are before you sign the documents. So those are a couple of reminders that I want to make sure everyone knows about. I had an appointment this morning that kind of went astray because one, the client had other signers that was supposed to take part of the signing, and she had to, arrange them to be at this facility or come to the conference room. So there was a lot of hustling and bustling to try to get them into the conference room. So I think she was getting worn out with that. And then when we got there, I said, oh, do you have the paperwork? So after she took a moment to breathe a little bit, she pulled out a folder, and it was, I could see that the documents were not filled in at all. So I said, hey, did you didn't have a moment to fill in the paperwork. Technically, this appointment is to watch you sign the documents, not to complete them. So she's like, well, I didn't know how to fill them in. I had to tell her, as a notary who is not an attorney. So if you're an attorney and a notary, maybe that person can help you. But in general, a notary is not an attorney, so we cannot provide legal advice, and that's called the unauthorized legal practice. I think that's what it's called. If not, I'll put it in the comments. But we cannot provide legal advice, basically, is what that boils down to. So even, what the client thinks is something simple as to what names and what to fill in terms of the blanks, etc., that would be considered advice. So I always tell my clients, hey, if you need to call someone, an attorney or whoever's receiving the documents to get that information, go ahead and do so, as long as, it doesn't take too long to get that done. But that's why I am doing this video, to make sure people understand the documents should already be completed, just not signed, and you wait until you get in front of a notary to sign and get the documents notarized. So long story short, I think she just got so frustrated with everything that she had to coordinate that she was like, I just can't do this right now. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, no problem. Call me back whenever you're ready and I can get that notarized. So I am on a mission this year to make sure that people know that mobile notaries are available, and that you know what to do when you're booking a notary appointment and what to expect to get your documents notarized. So if you have any questions about this process, please feel free to drop them below. We love to educate the public on, the services that we provide. We want to help as much as possible, but sometimes our hands are tied based on what is expected of a notary public in the state. So drop me a question, right? I know this is a little bit confusing. A lot of people just don't know what notaries do, they can and can't do. So this year I'm going to be doing lots more educating on what to expect from a notary appointment, the do's and the don'ts. So please follow me if you're not already following me. I also have another channel on the as well, under EVS Notary, where I will be dropping more educational videos to inform the public on what to expect. And then I also want to hear from you, so maybe I can answer some questions as well. So let me know what questions that you have that you're just not familiar with from a notary standpoint that I can answer for you, okay? Please let me know your thoughts on this topic. I will be glad to answer those questions for you. EVS Notary.